One, two. I can only do two.
Hold on, let me just get this to show.
8, 9, 10.
All right, go get in line. Hi, my name is Michelle Peterson. I am a data analyst at Arbella Insurance Company. It is a great company to work for, and they give us great opportunities like this to come read to students like you. I'm very excited about the book I picked out today about the Places You Will Go, because I love to travel. And I'm really excited about reading to kids because I really did want to be a teacher.
So my name is Shayla Moya. I'm a claims adjuster at the Bridgewater office for Arbella Insurance. It's an amazing place to work. We have great leadership and obviously amazing coworkers that I get to share this opportunity with. And I'm really excited to read to the kids because I actually worked as an elementary school teacher. So it brings me back to when we used to dress up and celebrate Dr. Seuss Day at the elementary school. So it's really nice to be back.
My name is Joan. I am a customer account professional at Arbella Insurance. It is a best place to work. And I'm here reading the Places You'll Go for all of these kids that really will go places.
Lorax is a long book. Do you think I can do it?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right.
Just like I do push-ups.
Just like you do. It's true. See, we all have to learn somehow. First, can everyone turn around and just do a quick wave to our guests? They're from a place called Arbella Insurance, and they wanted to come here during their work day, take time out to read to you guys. So I decided I'm going to read to this class, and then they're going to go read to some first grade classes. You think that's a good idea?
Yeah.
All right, Ariana, eyes up here. Okay, The Lorax by Dr.
Susan. I watched that book before.
You did? All right, here we go. Remember, whole body listening. Body's
If you
calm.
don't listen, then you go to your office.
If you don't listen, you come to my office. Can I go to my office? Yes. All right.
Then some people don't listen. You have to go to your office.
So all eyes are up here. Our bodies are calm. Our hands are quiet. Let's do it.
If your hands are quiet, then you get more tickets.
Then you get more tickets. He's got it. All right. At the far end of town, where the grickle grass grows and the wind smells slow and sour when it blows, and no birds ever sing excepting old crows, is the street of the lifted Lorax. Looks dark. And deep in the grickle grass, some people say, if you look deep enough, you can still see today where the Lorax once stood just as long as it could before somebody lifted the Lorax away. What was the Lorax? And why was it there? And why was it lifted and taken somewhere? From the far end of town where the grickle grass grows? The old Onceler still lives here. Ask him. He knows. Hi, Colby. You won't see the Onceler. Don't knock on his door. He stays in his lurkin on top of his store. He lurks in his lurkin cold under the roof, where he makes his own clothes out of Mufford Moof. What?
What is that?
I don't know what that is.
I watched a movie about it.
You did? Will you tell me about it in a few minutes? All right, I'm coming back to you. And on special dank midnights in August, he peeks out of the shutters, and sometimes he speaks and tells how the Lorax was lifted away. He'll tell you, perhaps, if you're
I read
willing
that.
to pay.
I read that.
On the end of a rope, he lets down a tin pail, and you have to toss in 15 cents and a nail and a shell of a great-great-great-grandfather snail. Do you guys have a shell of a snail?
No.
No, I don't. Then he pulls up the pail, makes a most careful count to see if you've paid him the proper amount.
Hey.
When he hides what you paid him away in his snub, his secret strange hole in his grovelous glove. Then he grunts, I will call you by whisper my phone. For the secrets I tell are for your ears alone. That means you can't tell anybody his
I
secrets.
think he's green.
You think he's green?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, me too.
Slep! Down sleps the whisper-ma-phone to your ear. There's the phone.
It is green.
And the old Onceler's whispers are not very clear. Since they have to come down through a snurgly hose, and he sounds as if he had smallish bees up his nose. Now I'll tell you, he says with his teeth sounding gray, how the Lorax got lifted and taken away. It all started way back, such a long time back. Way back in the day, when the grass was still green, and the pond was still wet, and the clouds were still clean, and the song of the Swami Swans rang out in space. One morning I came to this glorious place. And I first saw the trees, the truffula trees, the bright-colored tufts of the truffula trees, mile after mile, in the fresh morning breeze. It looks beautiful here. And under the trees I saw brown barbaloots frisking about in their barbaloot suits as they played in the shade and ate truffula fruits. From the rippleless pond came the comfortable sound of the humming fish humming while splashing around. What does Dr. Seuss do with his words? Does he rhyme them so they have the same endings? Yeah, see if you can listen to it. But those trees, those truffula trees, all my life I've been searching for trees such as these. The touch of their tufts was much softer than silk, and they had the sweet smell of fresh butterfly milk. I felt a great leaping of joy in my heart. I knew just what I'd do. I unloaded my cart. In no time at all, I had built a small shop. Then I chopped down a truffula tree with one chop. And with great skillful skill and with great speedy speed, I took the soft tuft and I knitted a theed. What's a theed?
I don't
I don't know either. It's all right. The instant I'd finished, I heard a gazump. I looked. I saw something pop out of the stump of the tree I chopped down. It was sort of a man.
A man look like people.
Describe him? That's hard. I don't know if I can.
The Lorax.
You think it's, all right, let's see. He was shortish and oldish and brownish and mossy, and he spoke with a voice that was sharpish and bossy.
What?
What? Mister, he said with a sawdusty sneeze, I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees.
Ow.
I speak for the trees have no tongues. And I'm asking you, sir, at the top of my lungs. He was very upset as he shouted and puffed, what's that thing you've made out of my truffula tuft?
Who's got to do
He's
stuff?
mad. Look, Lorax, I said, that's no cause for alarm. I chopped just one tree. I'm doing no harm. I'm being quite useful. The thing is a thneed. A thneeds find something that all people need. It's a shirt, it's a sock, it's a glove, it's a hat, but it has other uses, yes, far beyond that. You can see it for carpets, for pillows, for sheets, or curtains, or covers, or bicycle seats. The Lorax said, sir, you are crazy with greed. There is no one on earth who would buy that fool thneed. He's mad he cut down a tree, huh? Bless you, bless you. But for the very next minute, I proved he was wrong. For just at that minute, a chip came along, and he thought that the theed I had knitted was great. He happily bought it for $3.98. I laughed at the Lorax, you poor stupid guy. Well, we don't say that word at school, do we? No. You never can tell what some people will buy. I repeat, cried the Lorax, I speak for the trees. I'm busy, I told him. Shh, if you please. I rushed across the room and in no time at all built a radio phone. I put in a quick call. I called all my brothers and uncles and aunts and I said, listen here, here's a wonderful chance for the whole Oncer family to get mighty rich. Get over here fast, take the road to North Nitch. Turn at the weak one, sharp right at South Stitch. And in no time at all, in the factory I built, the whole Onceler family was working full tilt. We were all knitting thneeds just as busy as beads to the sound of the chopping of truffula trees. Are they chopping down all the trees?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Then, oh baby, oh, how did my business grow? Now, chopping one tree at a time was too slow.
Slow.
Yeah. So I quickly invented my super axe hacker, which whacked off 4 truffler trees in one smacker. We were making Thneeds 4 times as fast as before, and that Lorax, he didn't show up anymore. Whoa. But then next week he knocked on my new office door. He snapped, "I'm the Lorax who speaks for the trees, which you seem to be chopping as fast as you please, but I'm also in charge of the brown barbaloots who played in the shade in their barbaloot suits and happily lived eating truffula fruits." Uh-oh, if you cut down the trees, are there going to be fruit to eat? No. Now, thanks to your hacking my trees to the ground, there's not enough truffula fruit to go around. And my poor barbaloots are all getting the crummies because they have gas and no food in their tummies. They're hungry. They loved living here, but I can't let them stay. They'll have to find food, and I hope that they may. Good luck, boys, he cried, and sent them away. Aw.
There's still a big trees.
There's still some trees. I, the Onceler, felt sad as I watched them all go. But business is business, and businesses must grow, regardless of crummies and tummies, you know. I meant no harm. I most truly did not, but I had to grow bigger, so bigger I got. I biggered my factory, I biggered my roads, I biggered my wagons, I biggered the loads. Of the Thneeds I shipped out, I was shipping them forth to the south, to the east, to the west, to the north. I went right on biggering, selling more Thneeds, and I biggered my money, which everyone needs. Was he making a lot of money?
Love.
Yes. Then again he came back. I was fixing some pipes when the old nuisance Lorax came back with more gripes. Gripes or complaints. I am the Lorax, he coughed and he wheezed. He sneezed and he snuffled. He snargled, he sniffed. Onceler, he cried with a querulous croak. Onceler, you're making such smogulous smoke. My poor swami swans, why they can't sing a note. No one can sing who has smog in his throat. Do you guys see all of the smoke? And so, said the Lorax, please pardon my cough. They cannot live here, so I'm sending them off. Everyone's leaving. Where will they go? I don't hopefully know. They may have to fly for a month or a year to escape from the smog you've smogged up around here. What's more, snapped the Lorax as Dander was up, let me say a few words about gluppity glup. Your machinery chugs on day and night without stop, making gluppity glup, also schloppity schlop. And what do you do with this leftover goo? I'll show you, you dirty old Onceler man, you. He's mad. Put your hand down for now, okay? Good job. You're glumping the pond where the humming fish hummed. No more can they hum, for their gills are all gummed. So I'm sending them off, or their future is dreary. They'll walk on their fins and get woefully weary. I didn't know fish could walk. In search of some water that isn't so smeary. And then I got mad. I got terribly mad. I yelled at the Lorax. Now, listen here, Dad. All you do is yap, yap, and say, bad, 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 bad. Well, I have my rights, sir, and I'm telling you, I intend to go on doing just what I do.
Wait.
And for your information, you Lorax, I'm figuring on biggering and biggering and biggering and biggering. Turning more truffula trees into Thneeds, which everyone needs. Uh-oh. They're fighting with each other, huh? And at that very moment, we heard a loud whack. From outside in the fields came a sickening smack of an axe on a tree. Then we heard a tree fall. The very last truffula tree of them all. Is that a problem?
No.
There's no more trees? Ugh. No more trees, no more Thneeds, no more work to be done. So in no time, my uncles and aunts and everyone all waved goodbye. They jumped into my cars and drove away under the smoke-smothering stars. Now all that was left beneath the bad-smelling sky was my big empty factory, the Lorax and I. Everybody's gone. There were no more trees. The Lorax said nothing, just gave me a glance. Just gave me a very sad backward glance as he lifted himself by the seat of his pants. And I'll never forget the grim look on his face when he heisted himself and took leave of this place through a hole in the smog without leaving a trace. He's gone too. And all that the Lorax left here in this mess was a small pile of rocks with one word, unless. Whatever that meant, well, I just couldn't guess. That was long, long ago, but each day since that day, I've sat here and worried away through the years while my buildings have fallen apart. I was worried about it with all of my heart. But now, now that you're here, the word of the Lorax seems perfectly clear. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to get better. It's not. So, catch, says the Onceler. He lets something fall. It's a truffula seed, the last one of all. What could a truffula seed do? One little seed. What do we do with seeds?
Grow.
We plant them, and then they grow. You're right. You're in charge of the last of the truffula seeds, and truffula trees are what everyone needs. Plant a new truffula, treat it with care, give it clean water, and feed it fresh air. Grow a forest, protect it from axes that hack. Then the Lorax and all of his friends may come back. Do you think he did? What do you guys think? Someone raise their hand. Tell me. Do you think they planted that tree?
Yes.
Tell me. Nova, tell me.
Yes.
You do. So what do you think happens if they planted one seed? Do you think it grew?
They grew.
It grew, and then what happens?
And then
Yeah, catch me.
it happens to grow
Uh-huh.
bigger, and then grow bigger. So then they destroy it, and then we'll build it to get life, and then they'll come back.
Yes, and then everyone will come back, and maybe they could grow fruit and get more seeds, and then everyone will come back home. How many people like this book? Thumbs up. Water. Well, kindergarten, I am very proud. Show me how you sit up nice and tall and proud. Go ahead, show me. Crisscross. Nice job. You guys were a fabulous audience. Weren't they so good, Mrs. Young and Miss Layla? You did awesome. Can you give a big wave to our friends who are now going to go and hop into some other classes to read? And I hope that their students are just as well behaved as you guys are. What do you think? You think they will be?
Yeah.
All right.
Wonderful things Mr. Brown can do. He can go like a cow. He can go moo moo. Mr. Brown can do it. How about you?
You'll look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street. And you may not find any you want to go down. In that case, of course, you head straight out of town.
Put me down, said the fish. This is no fun at all. Put me down, said the fish. I do not wish to fall.
Hi, my name is Jeff Freeland. I'm a business technician with Arbella Insurance, and I just got to read Mr. Brown Can Moo Can You, and it was great. The classroom, I mean, they were so cute, very, very attentive, asked all sorts of, fun questions. Mr. Brown has a book about making fun sounds, and they would make the fun sounds back, and just a great time, very wholesome.
Hi, I'm Katie. I am a commercial lines underwriter, and I read The Cat in the Hat to a group of first graders who were absolutely adorable, and they just wanted to see the pictures and ask a bunch of questions about the book and myself, and I would definitely come back and do this experience again.
My name is Shayla Moya. I'm a claims adjuster at the Bridgewater office. I read The Cat in the Hat, and it was super cute because I'm a character in the book, so they kept telling me, what are you doing in the book? You're making a mess. So it was really cute to interact with the students and just step away from my desk from the day-to-day and just being able to get some fresh air and enjoy the time with the children.
My name is Joan. I'm a customer account professional with Arbella. I read All the Places You'll Go, and my students were one of the most important things that you can be, which is curious.
My name is Michelle, and I'm a data analyst with Arbella. I also read All the Places You Will Go. I had never read that book before, and I really enjoyed it because it was about going on a journey, which I love. I got to read to 2 classrooms. The first classroom was very inquisitive at the end. It was mostly telling me what they liked about the book, not really asking questions. And then I got to read in the second classroom, and it was really a great experience, and I would definitely come back and do it again.